want to talk a little bit about some deaf history again. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, so you'll learn some tonight. You know, in football, how many of you love football? Oh, you guys are just like me. I love football. You know, in football, how they start the game on the line, back and forth, back and forth. You know how they all gather together to set up their plays, right? What we're going to do next once we get set up. Then we go to the line. Same on the other side. They discuss what they're going to do, and then they come to the line. You know what I'm talking about, right? And that group where they discuss that, the huddle, did you know that goes all the way back to Gallaudet University, who started that? Way back when at Gallaudet University, the football teams, they never did that. They never got together in a huddle. It wasn't necessary. They'd get up to the line, and they would talk to each other and say the number of their play, and then they would go. But the deaf team at Gallaudet University, they would come up to the line, they would sign this way, and they would change a name, make agreements. Okay, this play, you go this way, real short, and I'll pass it to you, okay? But now, some of the teams that they played, some of them knew sign language. Some of them had deaf parents. Some of them had friends who were deaf or a neighbor that they grew up with. So they could see, and they would catch what they were talking about and then mess up with the whole play. So what they decided to do one time was get together in a group and just share the play there, then get up to the line. And for you people who knew sign language, you couldn't watch us. Now, it's been passed on to the professional leagues, the college leagues, the high school. Even Pee Wee does it. Interesting. It all came from deafness. Did you know that? Another thing. I love sports. So I'm just going to talk about sports all night, okay? How many of you like baseball? Me too. I'm a Cleveland Indians fan, though. 10-1. Anyway, you know in baseball, you've got your batter, you've got your catcher, and behind him you've got your umpire. Once the ball comes in, he says strike, or strike, ball, ball, strike. You know that. You've seen that, right? Did you know there's history in regards to deafness in that as well? Way back when, there was a deaf man who went into the professional league, and his name was Dummy Hoy. He got into the professional league, and the ball would go by, and before the umpire would just say, strike, ball. And his mask covered his face, so he didn't understand, so he didn't know what to do. So he said to the umpire, if it's a strike, could you do this hand? If it's a ball, do this hand. Strike or ball. So they made that agreement. Now the umpires knew before each game started, the coach would come up to the umpire, explain that I have a deaf baseball player who's on my team, so if you could do this for strike and this for ball, and they'd say, oh, that's new. And they thought that was cool. Now you watch on TV, you've got people who do, okay, that's a strike, and that's a ball, and now it's spread all over. Even now the pros make it theatrical. Strike! That comes from deaf history. Can you imagine? All right, up next, our next performance is a poem, and it's titled, My Hand. Enjoy.
My hands are my ears, my eyes, my voice, my heart. They express my desires, my needs. They're the light that guides me through the darkness. They are no longer free, no longer bound to a hearing, sighted world. They gently guide me. With my hands I sing loud enough for the deaf to hear, sing bright enough for the blind to see. They are my freedom from a dark, silent world. They are the window to life. Through them, I can truly see and hear. I experience the sun against the blue sky, the joy of music and laughter, the softness of a gentle rain, the roughness of a dog's tongue. They are my key to the world, my ears, my eyes, my voice, my heart. They are me.